What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I'm captainxbridger, and today we got more iRacing for you. We are running the street stocks in the C series here at Bristol Motor Speedway. I'm very happy about this track being on this schedule. I kind of treat it like a giant Southern National, which I've had a lot of luck at, and luckily, at least in my experience, I've been driving it the same way with moderate success. But as you can tell by the title today, by the end of this race, I am heartbroken. I'm not going to spoil it and tell you why, but I needed to take a little bit of time to kind of cool down before I do the post-com on this race. So just kind of without any further ado, we're running the number 3 Liquid Death Chevy Camaro, getting ready for qualifying. I felt pretty strong about my qualifying chances. I was running for a little bit. I had the number 1 speed or top speed overall in the practice until eventually I think someone caught some draft and ended up getting a little bit quicker than me. But coming in to turns 3 and 4, getting ready for the qualifying lap, I just want to lay something down solid. If I end up a little bit just past the pole, I'm cool with that because I like kind of working my way around this. But coming around, I'm just feeling real fast. I'm feeling real strong. And we come to the line, and boom, we get pole, as you can see down there. So I felt really strong about that, and coming around, it looks like we're able to kind of edge that time even lower. So we are going to come to the line, holding the pole here at Bristol. Feels pretty good, and hopefully we can kind of capitalize on the success of the qualifying in the race. But let's find out. We'll see you guys out there at the grid. Alright guys, here we are on the pole, coming into turn 3 and 4, getting ready to start this race here at Bristol. 50 laps here at the Great Coliseum, the last Coliseum, as we come into the start zone. And I don't know if I just am really good at the restarts and starts on this day or what, but I blow past the other drivers. Didn't really expect it. I'm usually not that quick on the starts and restarts. I had a feeling that maybe the drivers behind me were saving tires, which I'll admit I have an idea on how to save tires, but I'm really not the greatest at it. So I'm just trying to learn that as I'm going around. I do see the number 11 here behind me, who is he's going to be running up on my bumper here a little bit. He's starting to do it right now. I had a feeling he was definitely going to be my toughest competitor of this race, especially, you know, what is it, lap 2 or 3, and, you know, he's already kind of running me down a little bit. But I work with him for a little bit. I have no choice but to just kind of keep up the speed. I want to try and get as many laps led as possible. I'm trying to bump up that I rating a little bit. But eventually, as we ride the high line here, finally get past him, and I'm able to kind of get down there in front of him so we can run low again. And he'll be kind of back and forth here throughout most of the race. But I guess that's pretty much it for right this moment, as luckily we're able to hold this for quite a bit.
The car in P3 just set the fastest lap, 16.434.
My strategy in the corners is to lift a little bit and then about halfway through get it back on the gas to maintain speed. Paid a little too much attention to the rear view, ended up bumping the wall a little bit, but luckily we don't lose that much time.
Yellow flag is out. Line up single file.
Couldn't understand what number 1 said. I don't know if he was talking about me or maybe something he saw behind him, but yellow is out. Not sure who spun out, not sure what wrecked. Probably, obviously, these guys in front of me. But, all right, getting back into pacing, and we'll see what happens at the restart. All right, getting ready to go. Pace car is about to drop down. We are in turn 4. Got the number 11. I would say my
Pace car is in.
biggest rival in this race up to this point.
Green
Beside
flag,
me,
green flag, green
get
flag.
on the gas quick. Quickly shift up.
45.
Don't break away as easily this time, but inevitably we do get away from the field. We're back in the lead, going into turns 3 and 4 to lead yet another lap.
$18.221.
So because I'm the leader, I'm politely asking that car to stay high for me because I want to run low. But some of the drivers, I think, had an issue with me saying that because I asked him to go high. He obviously did not force me to take the high. So I said, or not, which, maybe shitty of me, but listen in.
16.719.
Can't tell the lap car where to go as long as they hold his line.
You can ask them though.
Yeah, so number 4 said, I have no right kind of telling someone where to go. I kind of figured as the leader coming up in a lap car, like the number 12 said, I can at least ask them, hey, can you stay high for me? I've done it plenty of times. No one has ever said anything. That was the first time. So I didn't know if that was like an unwritten rule I haven't learned yet or what. But yeah, I thought that was kind of weird that I was told I couldn't do that.
$16.623. $16.692. $16.721. $16.719.
So one of my biggest thoughts is that I'm gaining more and more time in front of this little pack behind me, but I just can't help but think, like, at what point are they going to overtake me? I'm trying my best to save these tires as much as I can because I know it's a longer race. It's happened to me before in the ARCA cars where I was running phenomenal the entire race, and eventually, because my tires wore out, they just eventually caught up to me. So I was definitely keeping that experience in mind. Yeah, just a little anxiety I have about halfway through this race.
Cross flag, halfway to the finish. 16.839. $16.806.
Naturally, with tire wear, lap times are obviously getting a little bit longer. I'm also keeping that in mind, watching this pack behind me here. I'm getting a lot of space between them, but like I just said, I'm just kind of waiting for them to get closer and closer. But coming around turns 3 and 4, once we hit the line, there'll be 21 laps to go. I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling real good because obviously I'm leading a lot of laps this race, but definitely just keeping my eyes out on these guys behind me.
16.888. Sixteen point 964. 16.926. Seventeen point 005. 17.023. 16.953.
The closer we get to the end of this race, it seems as if like the more and more I scoot away from that pack behind me, so my confidence in this race is going through the roof right now. Obviously, it's been a relatively clean race. Of course, I can't see what's going on well behind me. I don't know if there's a lot of battle in the pack or not. I can see it's like that white-ish car in my rear view. He's kind of battling with those other two. I'm just doing my best to keep myself going.
Damn, 11, he came right up on me, man.
Obviously, yeah, there's a little bit of rubbing back there, as the number one said. But whipping around, coming in to the front stretch, we're going to have 12 laps to go. And I guess that little rubbing has pushed them far beyond there. So like I said, my confidence in this race is through the roof in this moment. And I really think that I'm going to be walking away with a absolutely dominant win here at Bristol, which would be awesome.
17.098. 17.1.
'So as we're coming around here, this is where things are going to start to unfold here. I'll put it that way. Less than 10 laps to go. I have this thing in the bag, baby. So we come to the front stretch. Listen in.
Oh, that's a lane 4X.
17.091. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Line up single file. Pit road is closed. Catch stop 13.
That was pretty
Job.
stupid, guys.
Bro, did you do that on purpose?
Catch the pace car. Catch stop 1. Car.
Are you talking to me?
Catch the pace car.
No, I think the 11 car doored me on purpose. He came up into my nose and put himself in the wall, and then he came around again and just doored me.
Yeah, he definitely adored you.
So a very unnecessary caution, it sounds like, as we start to do our laps around here. There's a new driver here behind me. I don't think I've seen this guy all race. It's this number 4 car. As we're starting to pace around here, you'll see in the rear view here, I can't quite tell what this guy's doing. He's kind of like taking my spot here, which for some reason that made me so uneasy. It shook me. I don't know why it shook me so bad, but just that simple action really made me feel uneasy for the rest of the race. But we will jump start to the restart. I think we're going to have 2 laps to go. Let's see what happens.
Good 10.
Alright guys, here we are at the restart in turn 3. We're going to have 2 laps to go. And I'm keeping my eye on this number 4 car.
Cars in.
I'm feeling good because I've had good restarts all race.
Green
So,
flag.
mash the gas. Shift quick.
40.
And number 4 is still with me here. But number 4 and I start getting into it, which this is not exactly how I wanted to do this. Gets in front of me.
White flag.
Coming into
1 to
turn
go.
4.
Stay low. Clear. 18.
And I lose it.
6. 9. 6. Car outside. 3 wide.
Apologize to this Hardee's car.
2 wide.
Because I couldn't do anything about it. My steering was all sorts of destroyed.
Clear inside.
And we go from first, dominating all race, taking 9th spot. I say over the radio, I can't
There's a
fucking
flag,
believe
it's
that
over.
this happened.
Great job,
Leader
driver.
got crashed.
Number 4 car asked what happened. I don't really know what to say because I don't know if it was his fault or not. I just know that I was very, very pissed off. So watching the replay, coming around here, we were obviously bumping, but as we get out of turn 4, his rear end just clips me just enough and I just go straight into the wall. There's nothing I can do about that. And I felt so terrible for this number 9 car because I, costed him a couple spots in the race. My steering was just destroyed. There was nothing I could do about it. The number 4 car messaged me after the race and said that he wasn't sure what happened because, we, quote, didn't even touch. He blamed it on net coding. I was just so upset because I had, like y'all saw, I dominated the entire race, and to have it end like that just broke my heart. Broke my heart. So here are the final results. Led 47 laps, and yeah, we dropped down to 9th place. Got a decent chunk in safety rating, but unfortunately, even though we led most of the race, because of where we finished, I dropped a good chunk of iRating, which really sucks. Yeah, not really much to say. Just sucks. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Guys, I'm Captain Bridger, and unfortunately, that's going to end it. But hopefully, next race will be a better result, and I can't wait to see you guys there.